Illustration 16, page number 542, study material for financial accounting. We are doing accounting standard 7's illustration. A firm of contractors obtained a contract for completion of bridges across river Revati. The following details are available in the records kept the year ended 31st March 2012. So particulars are given: total contract price, work certified, works not certified, estimated further cost, progress payment received, progress payment to be received. Okay. The firm seeks your advice and assistance in presentation of accounts keeping in view the requirements of AS7 accounting for construction contract. So first, the step 1 is they have said that at the initial stage, when the contract is ready and we are sure that the contract is about to start, we should verify whether we will make profit or loss on that contract. So we should estimate the cost and find out whether there will be a profit or loss. If it is probable that there is a loss on the completion of contract, immediately it should be booked. As conservatism principle, we have to book the losses in advance. So here the solution start. As per AS7 construction contract, when it is probable that total contract cost will exceed total revenue, the expected loss should be immediately booked as an expense. The amount of such a loss is determined irrespective of whether or not work has commenced on the contract, the stages of completion of contract activity as per AS7. So whether or not the work has commenced, irrespective to the stage of completion, if you know at the end of the contract there will be a loss, it should be immediately booked. So how we will verify? So calculation to find the anticipated or foreseeable loss. So we should be knowing the total contract cost till the completion of contract and total contract revenue. We will net it and find out whether it's a loss or profit. Now in this question they have not given us total cost of the contract till the end of completion of contract. What they have given us is first the total contract price. Contract price is nothing but our, we can say, a contract revenue, because which we will receive it for completion of contract. Work certified, work not certified. This is the costs. Work certified is normally shown at with the profit element, but here we will assume it at cost. Work not certified is at cost. Means these are the costs which we have incurred on the contract as on till date, which this is the portion which surveyor has certified and this is not been certified. So this is the contract cost which the contractor has incurred as on till date for the completion of the contract, and they are expecting further till the completion of whole contract this much cost will be incurred. So what is the work certified? 500, work not certified is 105 and estimated further cost is 495. So this is the total cost which the contractor assumes to be making till the end of the contract. So what is the total? They have shown it here. The total is 1100. And what is the contract revenue, which is the contract price? 1000. So it is assumed that at the end of the contract we will be making a loss. We are assuming. So it is anticipated or foreseeable loss is 100. So if at this point, if we are expecting a loss on the contract, it should be immediately booked. So this 100 we will book it. Okay. Now stage of completion basis. So first we will calculate the stage of completion. What is the formula for stage of completion? Percentage of stage of completion is cost till date plus cost till date plus anticipated further cost till completion of contract multiplied by 100, correct? So what is cost till date? Cost till date is nothing but work certified plus uncertified. It says 605, correct? And what is cost till date plus estimated for 605 plus further is 495. So can I say into 100? So can I say 605 divided by how much it is? 495 and 605, 1100 into 100. This is what I should do. So they have done here, can you see? And they have found the percentage of completion is 55%, correct? So stage of completion or percentage of completion is 55%. So what is this? This we will apply on our contract price to understand how much revenue we should book in our books. So recognition of contract revenue means we are booking the revenue. How much? We will apply that percentage 55 on our contract price. What was our contract price? If you see, contract price was 1000 rupees. So 55% on 1000 if you do, you will get 550, which is the revenue which we will recognize in our book of accounts, recognized in P&L account, correct? Finish. So we know revenue, we know expenses, contract expenses. What are the contract expenses? Our work certified plus work uncertified. Here we are assuming work certified is at cost, okay? That is the reason, because if we take it in normally work certified will have profit element, but here we assume at cost because it makes us easy, or else we can't solve the sum at all. So work certified plus one certified 605. If you do the total, 500 plus 105. So 500 plus 105 becomes 605. So what is the expected loss for this year also? It's 45, correct? So 605 and 550 if we do 45. Recognize profits less recognize loss. We are recognizing the whole contract loss of 100 if you remember, correct? That progress billings, have they given any progress billings? Yeah, 400 progress payments received, progress payments to be received 140. So 400 plus 140 is the progress billings. Retentions yet to be received ones is 140. Gross amount due to or due from customer. How we will find due to or due from customers? There is a calculation now. It's nothing but whatever the revenue you should receive minus the payments you have received or else booked also, yet to be received. So can I say total contracts is cost is 605 minus my losses and minus whatever I have already received will give me 35 lakhs, okay? So this is 35. What is happening here? Actually whatever we have got is more than what we should have received. So it is amount due to customers, it is coming. Due from customer, not due to customers. That is the reason from and to they have written, okay? So this is due from customers, it is becoming, okay? Because it's 605 minus 100 minus 540. So it is becoming negative 35. Negative 35 means it is due to customers, okay? So it is amount due to customers which they have. So these are the disclosures. In this way you have to disclose it. So first revenue, expenses, losses. If on the whole contract loss is there, then that. Progress payments, retentions and gross amount due to customer or due from customer. Whatever it is, it will come in disclosures. So the presentation will be, first you will calculate on the whole contract whether they are making profit or loss. If it is the loss, show the calculation. Second, stage of completion. Third, revenue what it should be, you should book during the period. And then amount, then your disclosures, but disclosure requires which all details, that working will come in fourth, and fifth will be the disclosures, okay.